Here I am with one of the biggest games coming up against Spurs, and I should be preparing for that, but no, what I'm doing instead is trying to generate all the mini faces for the team of Nobz FC. As you can see, the mini faces, the pictures of everybody in the first team right now has been generated to what they actually look in the game. That's all thanks to Aranatku, the maker of the cheat engine. He also does the live editor, so you can see Scamacca with his updated face, hairstyle, neck tattoos. You can see Cairns with his updated hairstyle, Jerome Watson, Nishimura, Tunjov has a generated face, George Marsh has, everybody has their generated faces as mini pictures. So even if we decide to change hairstyles like Al-Sharani, which I think maybe as he gets older he's gonna maybe want to trim it just a little bit, so I'm gonna be looking to change some of the hairstyles. I did Alex Allen as well, and then the players on the bench, I can't seem to find Femin for some reason, so that hasn't been changed. But Ismaili Setiabudi with a brand new hairstyle. I know it really doesn't do much, but I don't know, I just think aesthetically it looks a little bit more pleasing, and I hope you guys just enjoy the smallest of details. And I'm actually looking at it, guys, we might have maybe 2 or 3 episodes max left in this season, or maybe if I see that we're guaranteed mid-table, guaranteed a spot, obviously not relegation. If I see that we might get relegated, we'll probably have to play till the end of the season. But like I'm saying, this episode we could probably play Spurs, Brentford. Even though we've lost to them twice, I still think we can maybe afford to simulate because they're down in like 18th, 19th. We can play Chelsea, we can play Leicester, we can play Leeds, and then maybe simulate a match like Brighton, and then next episode Sheffield United and all that. But let's go, guys. Taking on Spurs at Nobz Park, and I think I fixed the Manchester City crashing. It was due to like one of the face packs, and I think it might be fixed next time we do play against. Obviously, this game isn't the best. I understand that. Maybe it's a little frustrating to watch sometimes when stupidities happen, like that Al-Sharani goal where it hit off the player was just so frustrating to watch. It was frustrating to play, so imagine to watch. We're going to start Jerome Watson because he got back into the lineup last time. He was having some good games, and this is pretty much going to be our lineup. When Garner comes next season, probably going to be Marsh on the right-hand side or playing in the midfield with Alex Allen maybe advancing a little further forward. And this one's at Nobz Park, and they're going with Lindelof, Romagnoli. I could have maybe given Romagnoli his custom face from like the Milan career mode, which brings me to that. It's going to be coming back soon. And another thing is, I know some people are saying maybe have a couple more signings next season. The reason that I did the 2 signings per season rule was because at the beginning of the series, maybe some of you joined late and you maybe didn't watch the first couple of seasons, but I had a vote before the entire series starting, like asking you guys what you want to see. A lot of people said like youth academy based with a couple signings here and there, and that's what I've been doing. That's one of the reasons I've had the 2 signings per season rule, and we've done so well to come this far, and we can only go further. And let's go, guys. Let's see if we can beat Spurs at Nobz Park. I know this match is going to be a tough one, and last time Tunjov scored one of the goals of the season, and we're going to be having the goal of the season and all that, so there's a lot to look forward to, and I still haven't changed the ball. So yeah, when all the graphics come up, we're going to be able to see the many faces that I've put in. Roman Scott with a heavy touch, Spurs allowing us a lot of time on the ball, but Bergwijn just taking advantage of a poor touch from Jerome Watson. Now Lance Cairns looking to take and run at the defense. Marsh is getting in his way. Finds Jerome Watson. Nishimura's there, but he's offside. Why did Marsh run into him? Nice by Jerome Watson. The pass looked a little bit weird. Tunjov now looking to send forward to Tomohiro. Scamacca's in there. Nishimura. Good ball to Ali Koiki. Just bouncing everywhere, and he somehow manages to get the shot off. Last episode, George Marsh scored a fantastic goal, and that's probably in like contention for goal of the season. But you guys are going to vote for Asmaye, Tunjov. There's going to be George Marsh's, and then maybe we score a couple more along the way before that final episode. And also, I've seen a lot of your comments about the players from the FIFA tracker. I told you guys how to use it last episode, and that's where I've been getting my information from, and I hope you guys are going to continue to use that as Harry Kane tries to slip in a ball through. But that's a good block by Butcher. Jerome Watson now looking to get something going here. Lance Cairns. Tunjov. Good ball into Tomohiro. He faces pressure right away as Nishimura. Let's go, Tomohiro. Good dribbling. Now 87 rated Nishimura. That one gets to Scamacca. Koiki getting forward. Good ball to Ali Koiki. Gonna use some speed. Scamacca, you gotta get out of his way. But Semedo in the end gets a good block. And Nobz FC looking to maybe score off this corner. There's Tunjov. It doesn't drop for him. Also, last episode, we're coming so close to scoring a free kick. Scamacca's shot was perfectly timed. It was perfectly aimed, but for some reason didn't go where I wanted it to. Scamacca now just going to look to slow down here. He's got Nishimura. A lot of empty space for him to take what they just tend to drop back. Now Tunjov started getting forward, but then stopped. Tunjov gives it right back to Scamacca. That's a good ball. Scamacca maybe could have laid it across for Nishimura, but didn't think the pass was going to get there because it always ends up going slower than I actually give it. And that forces a corner. Scamacca's there. Let's go, Gianluca. I think goal number 13. And Spurs, I know they're going to come alive at some point in this game, but we're looking to take advantage of them and get a big victory and end the season strong as Nishimura with an incredible delivery. And that's Gianluca Scamacca putting it past Albin Lafont for his 13th goal of the season. Leader is at 16, I think. Maybe he can finish top goal scorer. And Nelson Semedo, he saw that one all the way, but Koike now finally has himself a player for depth. Tomohiro, Tunjov, Lance Cairns maybe try to look to hit this one. Cairns trying to take lessons from Tunjov. And right now Spurs, they're alright, but I know in the second half every team just seems to come alive. Lamela to Kane, he hasn't really done much. Limer, great ball over the top to Correa. Now Koike gonna chase Al-Sharan. Alright, his game's so broken. Al-Sharani didn't even attempt to go for it, even though he comes for crosses, but then he makes an incredible save. He makes up for the fact that he didn't go for the ball for some reason. Now Lance. Nice roulette by Lance. He's got Scamacca. Alright, not where I wanted the ball to go, but Lindelof, Scamacca putting pressure. And a foul, said the referee, but he played advantage. Cairns looking to assist Scamacca there. George Marsh, great interception. Tunjov now looking to take forward. Finds Gianluca. Good strength by Gianluca. Hit this one, Gianluca. This is great, guys. Maybe an upset as George Marsh looks to hit. Takes a deflection off Romagnoli and Lafont with the grab. Nishimura. Tomohiro. Stanley Porter. Great ball from Tomohiro. Porter. Cairns just outside. Good drilling by Lance Cairns. Marsh. Scamacca. Right back to Marsh. Jerome Watson. Great ball. Can we offside. Spurs. Awful game from them, but at least it's a big 3 points for Nobz FC as Roshan gets it forward. Scamacca with the only goal. And then we struggled to get shots, so I'm happy we did put that one in as Lovgren's men taking all 3 points against Mourinho's second place Spurs. Yes, this is what I was talking about. If I would have passed this across, the pass would have came in so slow, just like you saw before. Scamacca with an 8.4. Nobz FC 7 shots, 7 on target. Spurs 2 shots, 1 on target. Limer's shot was absolutely awful, but I'm happy it's a victory, guys. Danny Rowe, Ricci, and Pellegrini. And this is from Malaysia, guys. 5-star, 5-star. Finally with the 5-star, 5 stars. And it looks like George Hassan looking like the best of the bunch. 575,000 valuation. Let's sign up this player from German Pereira. 61 to 81 overall with a potential of 83 to 94. Already worth 3.4 million. Al-Sharani, you have some competition right now. German Pereira, we have the Jamaican goalkeeper as well, but I can't pass up on this. I really can't pass up on this. And like I said, I only do 1 per report because of the fact that we're going to have so many players. And Mexico has brought us back a massive goalkeeper, German Pereira. And who knows, maybe we could just develop him and maybe sell him on, guys. You never know what happens. And finally, from Egypt. This is why we worked so hard to get these 5-star, 5-star scouts, guys. From the beginning, we had 1-star, 1-star, then we had to pay to upgrade them, and now it's finally paying off. Tariq El Masri, 56 to 76 overall, potential of 80 to 94, 6'6". We're gonna need to go ahead and release some academy players right now. I'm sorry if some of the players, you know, I scouted don't make the cut, but Pereira right now is a 67. This Indian Saraf, maybe we're gonna go back to these countries, but right now, like I said, guys, I need to higher my standards. So Saraf, I'm gonna have to go ahead and release him. Hassan, the Malaysian, I thought he looked all right, but then maybe he's just not in the proper position. De Piro, right now, the player from Malta, I'm sorry, he just isn't cutting it in the academy. And we have the Haitian David Huet, whose overall isn't that good, but his potential is better than some. And Flaherty, looking like maybe his potential isn't that good. And I know we've got a ton of players in the same position, so maybe we could just go ahead and release Flaherty right now, the striker slash winger from Northern Ireland, the Hungarian Oros, who's been in the academy for so long, but right now just probably isn't gonna cut it. Probably isn't gonna cut it. Maybe next season we could promote him and actually send him out for a loan. But for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and actually release Adamczyk, the Polish midfielder. Rasmussen, we have so many left wingers. I'm sorry, I'm just getting rid of a lot of players. Ezek Wisili looking very, very promising. I'd like to maybe promote him throughout the seasons. Hagen, decent overall, decent potential. And as for right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this. See about the next scouting report. And then I need to decide what we need to get rid of as Tariq El Masri, 2 million, looking like a defender or maybe a midfield. Amazing. German Pereira, goalkeeper, already with amazing diving, kicking, at 15 years old, looking like maybe a big wonder kid. We're going to train him as a sweeper keeper for right now because I think that's where he might excel. El Masri, Egyptian left back, center back, right back, and I guess looking like that position, as his shooting stats are good, his passing stats are great, dribbling, defending, medium low work rate. So for right now, we're going to be his physical. Okay, look at that strength and aggression, guys. 68 pace, 85 physical. So maybe a center back. Maybe a center back. I think he would excel more as a center back because he is like 6'6". Yes, he's 6'6", guys. So let's go ahead and do that. And George Hassan, the Malaysian central attacking midfielder, center forward, looking maybe like a striker with that finishing, but then medium high work rate. So let's just go ahead and put his development plan as a striker, looking like that's maybe what he is, and see what happens with all these academy players. And that's also one of the reasons why every season I'm going to be doing the heads or tails. If heads, they join another club, or if tails, they join another club. If, you know, it's the opposite, they're going to be staying in the academy. So it just makes it a little bit more realistic. They go to some other teams' academies. 20th place Brentford. This one can definitely be a simulated match. I'm happy about Jerome Watson's last match, but for right now, he's gonna make way for Setiabudi. We're gonna start. I don't think we should go Paul Karen as Mae. We're gonna go Butcher and Pavo as Mae. Koike is gonna start. Roman Scott is not gonna be starting. Can Overgaard play in midfield? So you know what? I think I'm gonna have to do Scott and George Marsh. Tunjov. Right now it's just the injury that really does suck. Setiabudi is gonna start. We're gonna change his position. Indrit Ismaili is gonna start instead of Lance Cairns. Setiabudi as the right winger. Can we bring anybody from the bench? I don't think so. And Weke Davies. You know what? Let's try him on the bench and let's see if he can maybe come on throughout the match. The Ghanaian left winger, cut inside, get in behind. Scamacca, Ismaili. This one's at Molten Road, Brentford. We lost to them twice, but let's go ahead and simulate. Jump in if we have to. If we don't, I'd be happy to just watch the entire match. Too many times though, when I'm watching the simulation, our team doesn't play as our team should be playing. Like Setiabudi is not going to be making the runs inside. He's not going to try to cut in. He's just going to take and then go back and then go back. So maybe just quick simulating the match will be the way to go, because the visual simulation doesn't give you like an accurate representation of the instructions of the players you're playing with. Setiabudi with a heavy touch. And look, he's just going to, instead of maybe crossing it in first time, now he gives it. There's Scamacca looking for the shot and then just passes it to Gianetti. Nishimura. Nice ball. Scamacca's in there. Shoots. Oh, what a goal. Patience by Gianluca Scamacca. Maybe got it onto his right foot. Scoring his 14th goal of the season. Trying to be the Golden Boot winner this season. And that is a great finish by Scamacca. Okay, waits way too long. Ismaili, Scamacca. Tunjov. Indrit. Go Indrit. Tunjov. Setiabudi. Ismaili. Let's go. You know what? Let's take this corner right now. And then probably make a substitution. I know we can maybe find Scamacca's head inside the box. There's a lot of players in there. Scamacca, can he get to it? There it is. Number 15, assisted by Tunjov. And I know he's on a hat-trick, but I'm going to go ahead and take off Scamacca. Bring on Lance Cairns. Pavo and Weke Davies now taking forward. Good to see him getting some game time here. I don't want his potential to drop too much. Maybe another loan for him, or we can try him out next season. There's Cairns with One of the weakest efforts I've ever seen. Scamacca with the brace. Nobz FC with a big 3 points against Brentford, who's given us so many problems. A loss, they knocked us out in the FA Cup, and now we get our revenge. You know what I'm also thinking right now? There was not a lot of games for us in the month of February, 3 games. And I think Scamacca did score against Burnley. He scored a brace last time. Maybe he could be up for Player of the Month, and he can get himself like a big upgrade. If I see a short list, it would be great. Maybe in a couple of days. Seems like Martinez grabbed the Player of the Month for the last month. Let's simulate into the month of March and see if maybe there's all these final scatter reports. These are just the players that some of you have actually suggested me, and some of these are just faces added by the new face pack. And let's take a look and see if there is the Premier League Player of the Month shortlist. Let's go. Scamacca, is he on there? There's Tunjov and Scamacca. So we have like a 50% chance of getting a Player of the Month, guys. And there it is, guys. Gianluca Scamacca with the Player of the Month award for February. He scored, I think, 4 goals in 4 matches, and that puts him maybe closer to the top of the table. 15 goals, guys. Mane hasn't moved in a while. Sterling's now up there. Imagine Scamacca finishing the top goal scorer in his first season. Let's give him the Player of the Month, and let's take on Chelsea. So that's going to be +5 and 3 random stats for Scamacca, and I'm not going to show you, but as you can see right here, there's the FIFA 21 kit creator. I'm working on the kits for next season. I'm not going to go ahead and show you. And let's give Scamacca +5 and 3 random stats. It's going to be curve, balance, long shots. Not the best of upgrades, but still, long shots is good. Curve for those finesse shots, and balance, I guess, going to make him, you know, not fall over too much. So it's a pretty decent upgrade. And even at that, he might get a Player of the Episode, which may be a little bit overkill, but we put that in place to reward these players for all those good appearances. Jerome Watson, there's a loan offer for him, but I'm slowly starting to integrate him back into the lineup. We deserved something more against Chelsea last time, and who knows, we might be able to get it here. If they played like Spurs did, then I'm all for it, but we're in 10th place, and we still, like, there's no way we're gonna finish in a Europa League spot or Champions League spot, but if we pick up a couple wins, you never know what happens, but I don't see it happening. Chelsea, Nobz FC, let's go, guys. This is at Stamford Bridge. Just gonna have a quick look at Chelsea's lineup, because they were playing Havertz on the right hand side and Kulusevski was on the bench. Like, why wouldn't you want to continue to win these games? They're going with Kovacic in the midfield. Do they have some bigger players maybe on the reserves? An 85 Tete. They have the Turkish defender. They have Pulisic in the reserves, who's fully fit. So I'm gonna start these players. So Boslai is tired right now. Pulisic, he does actually drop, but that's because he's not playing in his position. But if we play him as a left winger, he's gonna play. So you know what, guys, I'm just giving Chelsea their best lineup right now, because I don't know why they were playing like such a rotated lineup, and yet I still somehow managed to keep the yellow ball. I think it looks good, but they used the white ball in the Champions League. What am I saying, Champions League? This is the Premier League. We're not even close to being in Champions League. Next season is all going to be maybe about trying to qualify for Europa League, trying to win maybe some of those domestic cups. And right now, Chelsea, I played their best lineup, and I'm hoping that they're going to give us a big game. And last game against Spurs, even though the Spurs weren't that good, Al-Sharani had to make a big save, and now he needs to get this away quickly. Thank you. Good pressure by Chelsea, but they're going to be no match for the Player of the Month, Scamacca. As Christian Pulisic, I put him in the lineup. He was better than Szoboszlai, and I put Szoboszlai on the bench. And yeah, he gets the shot. Al-Sharani makes the save. Jerome Watson now. He's got speed. He's got time. We're trying to counter off that terrible corner. Jerome Watson, just keep running, man. They can't catch up. They can't catch up. As Jerome Watson looks to send in the cross, and he runs like the entire length of the pitch and gets us a corner. Tunjov found Scamacca last time. Can he do the same thing here? Timo Werner. Got a lot of options here. Pulisic, that's a great ball into Burge. Oh, that's smart by Burge. Did not see that coming. Christian Pulisic came out of nowhere, that goal. And it's 1-0 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. What a ball. He just lays it off. That's smart play by the AI for once. Instead of just shooting or turning, he finds Pulisic in the box. And we've got ourselves a game. 3rd goal in the Premier League for Pulisic. Maybe if you would have been starting him from the beginning, you'd maybe be in first place, Chelsea. Now we're down 1-0, guys. As Tunjov's there. Koiki, get on Kulusevski. Good ball in as Butcher. Havertz. Great shot. We make one small mistake this time. Koiki and Tunjov. Not the very best of passes. And Kai Havertz, who's playing in his actual position, not as a right midfielder, scores. Conte. Werner. Good ball in. Butcher. No, I made the challenge. I went in for the standing tackle, and he just didn't make it for some reason. Kai Havertz, 3-0 down. A good header away. Falls to Burge, though. As Kulusevski. Brown just came on for Chelsea. Good passing. And he puts forward past Al-Sharani Kulusevski. This game's over. Let's just try to get some consolation goals. Wants to get forward all the time, so we're going to make him get forward. That's Pavo. Oh, referee. Oh, that's not where I passed the ball. See, that's what gets me frustrated. We're trying to get something. George Marsh, Pulisic, Roman Scott. How does he still have this ball? How does he still have this ball? This guy is actually OP. Nice block by Butcher. And it finds Talisca. And it's 5-0. Come on. Come on, EA. You can't let me off the hook now. Like, Talisca running towards the manager for some reason. It's 5-0. Come on, man. Come on. 5-0 loss. It's alright. It's awful, but it's alright, because this is what I expected out of Chelsea. Right now, what I'd like to do before heading into the next match is Scamacca's contract. It needs to be looked at. Nishimura, maybe next season, now up to an 88. Let's go, Scamacca. Let's tie him down to a new contract so he doesn't get frustrated from here till the end of the season, and then we can assess it maybe when I see it starts to drop a little bit more. He 100% deserves it. He proves that he can play here in the Premier League, and this is why we needed to save that money. This guy is going to ask for a massive contract. Right now, let's go for 5 years. It's going to put it... Okay, he only wants an extra year. So that's going to bring him up to like 3 years, 4 months. As disregard a release clause, they want a release clause of 99.7 million. Now, if we get that for Scamacca, it would be nuts. It really would be nuts. And we could look elsewhere, I guess. Because like I said, guys, from the beginning, like, I love these players 1000%. Now, it's going to be the end of his second season. But maybe next season, if we don't get where he wants to be, maybe Champions League, and somebody pays 99.7 million, could be great. But I'm going to deny the release clause. But like I said, guys, keep that in mind. Now they're going to adjust their contract accordingly. His wage, I think we need to give him more. It's not quite. See, that's what gets me nervous about this game. Okay, his contract is good. So, all right, I'm very happy about that. Now, maybe Nishimura could be next. I'd like to tie him down to a new contract and just maybe give him some assurances that maybe next season we'd qualify for like a European spot, and this would maybe influence that. I wish you can have like clauses in the contract and all that. But Nishimura is currently only earning 40k. Crucial is definitely the position he's going to be. This guy's going to be like a 94, 95, 96 by next season. And that's great because it's 505 million release clause. If anybody pays that, I have to accept it. Like, I just have to accept it. I don't think anybody's going to pay it. I don't think anybody has the money. But 505 million, we can buy the entire league. 76,000. I'd like to give him maybe the same amount as Scamacca, maybe even a bit more. Let's go 90k so he's happy. 505 million. If we ever get that much for Nishimura, guys, I'm telling you, I'm accepting it right away. There's no way I'm not accepting it. It's not quite what he wanted for some reason, but hopefully his contract is going to be happy. And yeah, I think Nishimura right now is the highest paid player on the team. His face got a little bit distorted, but 90k. Scamacca's right under him. Does Ali Koiki want a new one? Maybe we can give it to him near the end of the season. I'm happy about that. Tunjov, you've recently negotiated. So Nishimura right now, the highest paid player. He's in such tremendous form. 505 million release clause. Next up is Leicester City, and they're up in 7th place. Monthly scouting report. Let's take a look at that. Hassan can change to a striker. So many things happening in this episode. I'm sure he's definitely a striker, now up to a 61. I'd like to get that attacking work rate up. And let's go for he already has 5-star skills, so we could train him as a mobile striker. Attack positioning. I'm gonna do that now and then change it to maybe like a poacher and a target man. Let's take a look at what they've brought us back. Player returns from injury, guys. Alex Salin is back, and let's take a look at what they brought us back from Egypt. Nothing too special besides El Sayed. I'm gonna I'm gonna wait on this. I'm actually gonna reject everybody besides El Said and maybe leave it till the next month and see if they bring us back anything. They're gonna be scouted further and maybe we can see how the players are developing in the academy. Mexico is bringing us back some gems. Albornoz, Ivan Albornoz, 54 to 72 overall with a potential of 66 to 88. Same thing with him. I'm gonna leave him, but you know what? Then he doesn't grow. That's the only thing. Let's go ahead and reject everybody. Saavedra, Navarro, he looks good, but right now the best player looks like Albornoz. And yeah, we got rid of a couple of players. So you know what? Auto adjust, sign him up. And I guess let's also go ahead and sign up El Said so we can at least develop them in the academy. And this is from Malaysia. It's been pretty, well, underwhelming this report, but the last one they brought us back Hassan. So let's go ahead and reject everybody here. So Leicester have got themselves very decent side. The reserves are filled with like 60 rateds. So pretty much their bench is their better option. And Baumgartner does drop by -6 as a midfielder. Brozovic is there. Maybe we could play him as a winger. Diatta, he's better. Well, he's the same rating, so I think we need to go with Prayet in the midfield. They've got Dumfries, Balbuena in nets. They have Kepa, Diop, Restos. Everybody, I guess, is playing in the right position. Thuram, they have Gomez up top. Brozovic and Prayet. We're going to be giving them this lineup. Maybe Cengiz Under can actually start. He actually increases by +1, so technically better than Diatta. So let's start Under, Gomez, Thuram. I can't believe I need to go ahead and adjust their lineups, and I even need to think of mine. And yet, I still forgot to change the ball, guys. When am I ever going to remember? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, live from the King Power Stadium. And last time, Leicester, I can't remember, guys. I really can't remember for the life of me, but they've got the 5 at the back, so you know my history and my feelings towards those 5 at the back teams. Let's go, guys. As we bested Spurs, we got absolutely destroyed by Chelsea last game, and Cengiz Under. That's why I started him. Bombing it up that right wing. Plays in Gomez. Tunjov, good block. Can he drop it back in for Scamacca? Yes, he can. As Cairns to Scamacca. Great strike. Asmai is having himself a game. Cairns, good strength. Nobz FC with the corner. Tunjov looking and finds Scamacca. And that one maybe hitting off Angelino. Leicester City just allowing us to get these opportunities. There is Scamacca. Once again, Diop. Let's maybe change around. You know what? It's working. And I feel like we can maybe get something. As Nishimura. There's Pavo Asmai. Good ball. And look at Pavo Asmai. I didn't think it. My God, Pavo Asmai has blocked everything. Prayet. Nice block by Asmai. Oh, no. Comes back out to Gomez. Oh, no. We've been so good. One opportunity, one goal from Gomez, who they had on the bench. And that's Thuram. Good interception. Tunjov. Same thing to you. Good ball in. Marcus Thuram. We're just letting Al-Sharani down today. Against Chelsea. This time against Leicester. This time it's 2-0. EA having defenders just running at everything. Good ball in. Denzel Dumfries. Roman Scott. Koike. Just send this as far as you can. End of the first half. 2-0 down. Gomez. Good ball. Brozovic. Nice. And it's 3-0. Thuram. Get this away. Good save by Al-Sharani. And Nishimura. Why did Nishimura run away from the ball? And then when I went for it... Now Pavo. He has Scamacca running. But he's going to play Yandi. Good ball by Pavo Asmai. Get in there, guys. Get in there, guys. As Yandi. Yandi. Good ball. Scamacca. Alright. Good strength. Oh, no. That's not where I wanted. Ismaili picking up. As Indrit. It's going to come back to Pavo. Don't blow the whistle, referee, man. Why are you stupid? Who raised you? Allow me to play on. 3-0 loss after a 5-0 loss to Chelsea. Man, like, it just stockpiles now. Youth player unsettled, Hagen and Hickey. Honestly, I'm telling you right now, if you're not near, like, the top of, like, the best potentials, I'm sorry, Hickey. You might have been great, but right now, you're too impatient. I'm gonna go ahead and release you. And that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Right now, they're not able... Like, I wouldn't be playing them right now. Maybe Hagen can help out Tomohiro, but Nishimura's just there, and he's just there, and he's just there. So, you guys are impatient. You're gonna get released. It sucks. Maybe you could have gone to another team. But right now, I guess you guys don't feel like waiting. And Oros, the Hungarian center back, I would have loved to have maybe, you know, continued to develop him. But we just have so many center backs. And I know you guys wanted me to scout Hungary, but... Some of the Hungarian players, they left, and this was what was left of them. And let's take on Leeds United, as I think Cairns, we were going to talk about my wages. Yes, Cairns, I know. Let's just say I forgot. Don't be mad, but the game is not letting me give you a new contract. Asmaye looking like he wants to play in this one. Let's actually go ahead and maybe think about it. Leeds United, Nobz FC. We do have a game in hand on Leeds. And there's another derby at the fake Ellen Road. Let's see if they're playing their best lineup. Calvin Phillips, they're not playing him. They're playing Cork instead. See, this is what I don't understand. Do they have some good players on the reserves as well? I know they signed themselves some good players. I don't see Poveda. Somerville is maybe somebody. Okay, they have Rafinha. They have Poveda playing. Nobz FC have everything to play for in this one on the back of two massive losses, and that really makes our goal differential go down. But we're definitely not going to be relegated this season, so there's nothing to worry about. A derby is always a fantastic match, and we're early on in the history of the derby. There's Calvin Phillips, who does have the modded face. I don't know why they were starting Cork when Calvin Phillips is clearly a lot better, and we're still playing with the yellow ball, guys, as I just keep forgetting to do it. Asmaye had a fantastic game, even though they put 3 past Al-Sharani. They're going sliding in, so it's just going to be a very aggressive game from Leeds United. Maybe some free kicks, maybe some penalties if we can. As Tunjov right away, Georgie. Good touch by Pavo. He wanted to play. I'm going to be rewarding him with those great games. As Lance Cairns, he's got Yandi. Great ball to Yandi. Get in there, guys. Help him out. Somebody needs to help him out. Yandi. Good patience by Yandi, stepping inside. We've got a penalty, guys. It's been since like episode 25. Yandi Setyabudi, great dribbling. Aidu taking him down, and I don't even have time to decide who's our best penalty taker right now, because we haven't had one in forever. Right now, it looks like Nishimura, but Scamacca has 72 penalties, so Koiki literally rarely misses. So we're going Gianluca Scamacca. He's got the best penalties, and that is wonderful. Bottom left court. No! They're always listening. Great save. I shouldn't say my choice. Scamacca, great save. Finally a penalty, and we can't capitalize. Scamacca going in for the header. This guy's got all the speed in the world, like 91 pace. Calvin, great ball in over the top. Come up big, Al-Sharani. He's going to maybe try to pass it across Al-Sharani. All right, just putting himself in the way. Great ball in. Oh, Pavo going sliding in. Oh, Al-Sharani makes the big save. You have to try and get those balls, and they just stop and they turn on a dime. And it's looking like they're playing constant pressure because they're already so tired. That's offside. Thank you very much. As far as you can, Pavo. As far as you can. Scamacca, that's yours. Now Cairns. He's got Tomohiro, but Lance Cairns. Good strength by Lance Cairns. Finds Yandi. Gonna drop it back because apparently he doesn't feel like running. Lance Cairns. Not the skill move I wanted to do, and he gets a little bit lucky as Lance Cairns is in the box. Lance Cairns, take the shot. What was that slow motion? Good strength by Scamacca. Lance Cairns. Alright. It's gonna go back to George Marsh. Roman. Yandi. Great passing here. Tries to... Okay. Good. Stop by Roman Scott. Drops it back to George Marsh. He's got Tunjov. Hit this first time. Yo, Tunjov. He can hit them first time as well. And doesn't mess that... It doesn't fly into Rosette. It's just over the bar. Hopefully this guy's gonna freaking calm down now with the yellow card. Let's go. Oh, man. Rafinha. The ball's... Alright. Find Scamacca for some reason. Not who I wanted. Go, Ali. Keep this in. He does well to keep it in there as he's going to continue his run. Oh, what a ball. Koiki, go. Nice strength by Ali. Give him something here, guys. Drops it back for Nishimura. Tomohiro! 81st minute. And it's the skipper. Tomohiro Nishimura, assisted by Ali Koiki. And then he does the freeze, because that's how he wants the scoreline to stay frozen at 1-0. Ali Koiki, patience, brought it to the line, and what a ball. And Nishimura, what a finish. He's been missing a couple of them the past couple of episodes, but there he makes no mistake. Marsh is tired. Gonna take him off. Douglas Luiz, and we're gonna be winning our first derby, guys. Falk, Dia, Pavo, Just stop them from doing anything. Falk. Pavo. How does he get these passes like off? How does this make any sense? They go backwards. And now Cairns is going to put some pressure. Scamacca's going to put some pressure. Stop them here, guys. Stop them here. As Cooper. All right, that's GG. They wanted to play around with the ball like idiots. I'm going to make them pay, man. Such a frustrating game after such a great episode. I was having so much fun, and then you give me this. But we walk out here with the victory. It's a big 3 points. And this is where I'm going to be ending it, guys. As Nobz FC with 8 games remaining. Probably going to do them all in the next episode if I can. Show you the goal of the season. And it's probably going to be the final episode next time, as we're safe, guys. I don't think we could get relegated. And at the same time, I don't think we could get into a European spot. Because look at Liverpool, 58 points. Yeah, it was never going to happen our first season. But relegation, I think we're safe unless we lose every single game and every team under us just win and win and win. And Cairns hasn't really done much, but still has himself 5 goals, 7 assists, 8 and 10 in all competitions. Scamacca with 30 games, 27 in the Premier League, 15 goals, 2 assists. He hasn't played any well, he did play Carabao Cup, but it was for a couple minutes. No FA Cup. Nishimura, 5 goals, 10 assists for Tomohiro. Ismaili, it sucks because I keep bringing him on, but I don't know, man. He hasn't been scoring that much this season. He got that late winner against Liverpool. He's growing nicely, which is great. 2 goals, 1 assist. Georgi Tunjov could have had a great goal. He had like so many good man of the match performances today. Like he was always the highest rated, but not enough for like another player of the episode. Maybe Scamacca, but at the same time, he got that upgrade for player of the month. Asmai, 2 goals for him. Then we have Marsh, Jerome Watson, Yandi Setiabudi with a goal each. Alex Allen, I think, can come back from his injury. Only 1 assist for Alex Allen. He literally has nothing. He has nothing in the Premier League, nothing in the Carabao Cup, nothing in the FA Cup, but he's taking on a more defensive role, if you guys actually haven't noticed, as Tunjov does get forward. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, it was going well, even though we lost 5-0, even though we lost 3-0, I was having a blast. If you guys have enjoyed this episode, you guys can leave me a like down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.